Over the last 6 years, I built a lot more with my collaborators of these kinds of tools. This is a tool called EXO, which is a spatial exploratory space for Kepler data, or this tool called Convene, which is an interactive tool for exploring how meetings occur over very large organizations. Or this one called Specimen Box, which is a tool specifically designed to analyze extremely large botnets, extremely large criminal botnets. Now, all these tools have the same things in common. They're exploratory tools, and they're kind of built to put somebody in the position of being able to drive through the data terrain. Now, I've come to realize that these tools have a lot in common with something that was built in MIT in the late 1970s. This is a project called Dataland, which is kind of an obscure project. You might not have heard of it before, but the idea was this was a control center for somebody to sit. Actually, it's a designer. It's an Eames chair. You'd sit in your Eames chair, and using touch screens and a windowed interface in 1979, you'd be able to explore various data sets. So one of the things that I think we did pretty well with these exploratory tools is that we took advantage of this kind of idea of putting somebody in the driver's seat, letting them get into the data in ways that were driven by their own personal narrative. The thing that I think we did badly was the same thing I think Dataland does badly. There's a reason why Dataland looks like Star Trek, right? Why it looks like a seat on the bridge. And that's because the operator of this thing was not meant to be on the planet. They were meant to be away from the data, up there in orbit, analyzing without really having to be too concerned about what was going on in the planet below. Right? In data, I think we have this kind of strange prime directive built on objectivity that tells us that our job is to stay away from the data sources. Our job is to look at them from afar. And in my case, I realized that this was problematic, and I realized that it was making it so that I wasn't doing my job as well as I could. So what I did is I decided to swim upstream against this data pipeline current that we're all in, and I wanted to get as close to collection as I could. So I wanted to get to that place where data became data, that kind of rich, dark soil of data becoming a thing.